That's the one good thing about. Okay, let's not get into that. Let's just go. Oh yeah, I forgot. You have to restart here. The array is our new home. By combining the resources of satellite sectors, the array functions as one metropolis. New car, yeah. I changed my car colors. Not entirely sure like what I think about them, and I actually think this color scheme looks better on the Halcyon, but I decided that I'm just gonna use the Spectrum because like the HUD is a lot more visible and it makes the car a lot easier to having a visible HUD makes the car a lot easier to see in dark maps. So like I decided like it's probably best if I just take a bit of a visual hit. I don't think the pink glow and the red like primary color really goes that well, but I don't know, I kind of like it. Probably did a few more rolls than I really needed to, but I'm rusty, so I might as well take some safety precautions.
Status of sectors
11, 9, and 8 cannot be determined. Else have been disabled and their status can be verified. I'm gonna take a slightly budget version of the strat here because it's just a bit easier. Should I do the full time? You know what? Screw it. Let's go. I do the full diversion strat, or at least try to.
teleporter will open in 3 hours 42 minutes.
Ugh. Okay, that wasn't very good, but you know, practice. Yeah, definitely. This definitely has some dodgy platforming. This checkpoint doesn't screw me. Thankfully, it did not. So yeah, I don't need to press any buttons to go. That was a goat, but at least. It does make sense because it is a faster route than what my PB used, so that probably did. Not just my PB, but any run of that level, really, that I've done with Life Split open. It's time for the level with the best music that only exists for, like, 40 seconds. It's a lot like the level 500 music in Tetris the Grandmaster 3. It's a really good song, but it only, like, if you're playing well, you only hear it for like half a minute. You only hear it for like half a minute. Because the section cools will bring you to the level 700 music, like, way faster. You just don't play well. I mean, that's sound advice. If you want to hear the music more and Like in order to hear, if you need to play worse in order to hear more of the music, then just play worse. Do it all the time. But I don't want to play worse, I want to play better. I'm getting some weird micro stutter. Don't really know why that is. It's the skip. Okay, sure. Had wings open for a bit too long there. I think there's part of me was expecting that when I hit the warp anchor it was gonna disable wings, but obviously that doesn't actually happen. I thought I was gonna hit that side railing. I'm gonna go this way. Both because it's part of the route and also because it's especially important in adventure, because if you don't take this route you have to deal with a cutscene, which is really slow. So yeah, you don't want to do that. What is it? What is it with refract and skips? You gotta see about the teleporters between geometry. Who knows? Yeah, we at least don't have to deal with, like, especially in regards to, like, maybe like the intro cutscene as well. We can just skip that. It's not like Super Mario Sunshine, where they literally, like, the speedrun community of that game literally made an edited file you can put on your GameCube memory card just to skip the initial cutscenes, because if you don't, it takes 5 minutes. Like, it takes about 5 minutes or something to actually get into the meat of a run. Also, you couldn't just make a file in the base game. You couldn't just, like, make a file after the cutscenes, because between 2 of the opening cutscenes there was actually, like, a little tiny bit of gameplay. So you could either skip the first cutscene only. You could either skip the first cutscene, or you'd have to, like, actually skip gameplay as well if you didn't use any, like, hacked methods. So, like, that was fun. I don't run Sunshine, but sometimes I do kind of lightly like to follow, like, the Mario speedruns. Seems like kind of a... Yeah, it sounds like before, like, the hacked file was a thing, that would be kind of fun to run that game with. We're on Abyss, which is one of the levels in adventure mode that I actually kind of like. Okay, I gotta remember, this is adventure mode, so I have to take this skip, which isn't faster than sprint, but is here. that skips the tunnel. Taking notes for level and distance. Oh god. This takes 7 minutes before you can actually play the game. Just what you want to have. And this is Embers, the other adventure mode map that I kind of like. If you die, cutscene repeats. That just seems kind of like hell. Oh, okay, okay. I also gotta remember that this is Campaign Plus again, so I have wings in this map. Makes it a lot easier. Oh no! Okay, you know what? Sure, that's a functional Embers. Saws are gonna be all out of whack though. What maybe also sucked regarding Super Mario Sunshine's RNG is the fact that like the first boss in the game, which you fight like pretty quickly, is pretty RNG dependent. So like you could be resetting runs early just due to the fact you got bad RNG. But I imagine like before the hacked file was a thing, people probably weren't too reset happy about getting bad RNG. Since like obviously it's kind of a mental barrier that you have to like push through. Like, do I really want to reset because I have to sit through all those cutscenes again? And it would make you a lot more likely to just accept the fact that you got like pretty bad RNG. I think that's been kind of a thing for some of my adventure runs, just that I've done in the past, where I've just had that mental block of like, do I really want to reset because I have to go through Cataclysm again and it'd be really boring.
Warning. Entering danger zone. Infection detected in this sector.
Yeah, that was kind of sloppy, but you know what? Sure, okay. It's not really like that wonky, but the angle, like at least if you do what I do and you don't do the weird teleporter clip. If you just go with the teleporter normally, there's like jump off to the side, it's tricky, but it's not like super jank. If you do the teleporter clip though, then yeah, that's pretty bad. Yeah. I don't even really feel like trying to do the teleporter clip. That seems more trouble than it's worth for me personally. Yeah, it's obviously slower if you don't do the clip, but it is possible to just not bother. Okay, I have pretty rusty repulsion. Like, the one bad thing about Repulsion Campaign Plus is that because you have wings, it makes it really easy. Especially in regards to, like, that first teleporter. Oh god, okay. I like how I say it, like, it makes it really easy, and then I immediately screw up. Yeah, like, it makes the, like, especially with the first teleporter, there's like a massive aha moment when I figured out how you're actually meant to do that. And that made the map, like, really fun. Before that, it was just frustrating as hell. Easier, yes. I should not have tried that skip. Let's try it again. I wonder if this actually has a chance of PB despite the mistakes that I've been making, just from the fact that I might be better at the game now. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. So what is with this weird microstutter at the beginning? I wonder if this is like something... Like, maybe there's... Maybe like a bit too much load on my video card right now? I don't know. I'll figure it out later. Yeah, going through the railing at the start is something. Oh yeah, and shoutouts to this shoutouts to this cutscene which you can't skip. It's one of like the two cutscenes in the game that are impossible to skip.
Our path to life and death. We aim to
Escape
escape the
roll
loop
and expand to new horizons. You have been chosen. As resources continue to fade, deviation opens our door to reality. Okay. Sure, that works. You made 0 progress on your map watching this. Maybe you ought to make some more progress on your map. Should I try to do the funny research skip at the start? We can like skip some stuff. You know what? Sure. Let's give it a go. I have wings, so this makes it a bit easier to do, probably, presumably. Yeah. I don't actually know if that would have saved any time, because I probably did it really sloppily, but... The soul cycles were in a different position at least, so... I don't know if I'm ahead or behind. Yeah, it definitely saves time. I don't really know how well you have to do it for it to save time, but I guess we'll see. Like, providing I don't screw up the rest of the level, then we should get a pretty good idea. Because like my researchers are normally in the range of like 358. Simultaneously technological and organic, chaotic and unpredictable spread. Z is assumed to be the building block for the virus, but the underlying material is still undefined. Nanomachines. And then everything went to shit. Schrodinger's mat. Schrodinger's nanomachines? Yes. Clearly. Yeah, true. Distance is an accurate representation of... Distance feels like a surprisingly accurate rendition of 2020. Apart from the fact that in distance, we supposedly beat the infection. With a car, which we don't seem to be doing right now, unless you consider the car is like a vaccine. Then I guess, like, you know, sure. Immediate evacuation is recommended. Yeah, everything is the nearest quarantine zone in real life. God, that's a really cool barrel troll. A really cool barrel troll that I just got there. Didn't recognize the actual roll that I did, and then I rotated like 2 inches after landing on the ground, and then it was like, boom.
The infection has overtaken this sector. All life support systems have been disabled. Unable to recover without using recent bioengineering advances.
Oh, okay. that saw could have decided to just end me there. Oh my god, are you serious? Did I really just drive directly into that wall? Wow. Quality speedrunner. Am I right? Funny thing is, I feel like even with that, like, I don't know how much time I've saved, but I might have saved enough time already that I might actually still be on PB pace. But like, I can't actually check that. Well, I'm gonna lose some more time here because I forgot to roll like 2 times because I just don't have enough cooldown there. God, I hate the skip. Drag trigger makes it so difficult. I really don't like it. Yeah, it is a pretty long run to not make any mistakes. Though I think making mistakes in Adventure Capping Plus hurts harder than something like Legacy, because at least in Legacy the routes are difficult. For most of Adventure, actually, like, you do have wings for that like little like enclosed area where the first teleporter is in Contagion. You actually do have wings for that. It's just like everywhere else, yes. Everywhere else in like the latter half of Adventure Mode normally doesn't give you wings. The Camping Plus gives you wings for some reason. I don't really understand why, but it makes Ascension less of a pain, so, you know, I'm okay with that. Let's try the skip. Got it, nice. I was having some difficulty with that, so that's really nice to see. Almost hit that. That was another close call. Ew. I'm not one of those madmen that will attempt the saw boost there. Especially not normally this late into a run. Also, fun fact, the text on the car that right now is the word home in a bunch of different languages.
Anomaly present in teleportation chamber.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but
Cannot be halted.
that's what that text is.
Must be purged to prevent the
Okay. It's ascension time. Let's see what happens here, because the last time I tried to do this skip, it actually went surprisingly okay.
The sequence
Is nearly complete. Remember that pieces form the whole. All paths lead to the door. All paths lead to the door of dying on this map. Okay, first tunnel down. Just gotta be careful not to get caught here. Had to at least boost, but we made it. Okay. Evidently, I still have some of the muscle memory to actually do that skip properly. Which surprised me a little bit, but hey, we made it. Okay, let's not die to the last tunnel on this map, because I did that yesterday when I was practicing. I ran into the pipes on the side here, and that ended up killing me, so like, yeah, don't do that. Yeah, I think Ascension looks hard, but I think once you practice it enough, it actually isn't that bad. Because, like, you actually move pretty slowly while in the tunnel. So, like, that makes it a bit easier, but it definitely looks very intimidating, and it's pretty easy to choke. And, like, getting into the tunnels is probably, like, the hardest part, and in Camping Plus, that's a lot easier because you have wings. Now I gotta remember how to do this level.
The teleporter to Earth is now open. Organic matter must keep a safe distance from the teleporter at all times.
That was really slow because there's like a drag trigger or something that makes you move really slowly in this opening section. Remember when I have to divert from the path there. Okay, hopefully that worked. Yeah, that was it. Got it. Nice. Must keep a safe distance from the teleporter at all times. Well, it's a good thing the teleporter isn't actually opening. The refract should probably fix that bug. Not entirely sure why they... Like, they should probably fix this bug, because it just... The teleporter just doesn't open in Campaign Plus. Wait, is releasing boost actually made that take longer? I wanted to give my hand a break, because my hand was getting really sweaty. I skipped the ending. I mean, funnily enough, it was actually possible to skip beating the virus on version 1.0, but they patched that. Which is kind of unfortunate, because it was a really fun skip. The thing that I wonder if this was actually like on pace to PB, but I guess we'll find it out. Because my PB was like a 31:42. So I wonder how far behind this run was. I think it'd be pretty funny if we actually do PB, but I'm not entirely sure if that would happen. Laura Bergen, Jin Fong, Ellie Hemingway, Jordan Hemingway. I'm not going to try to pronounce that because some of these names I probably ought to not pronounce because I'll probably mispronounce them because I'm bad at names. Yeah, I think this is a PB actually. Yeah, that's a PB for like 30 seconds. What are my buttons to change comparison? Yeah, okay, sure. Okay. Okay, I guess I'll post it in the... I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. Well, let's go back to the menu and a marker so I can find this later. Stream marker,